Why don't you take it home for dinner? I will, but I just didn't know if somebody might.
So did you guys fly up here?
We flew into Cincinnati, rented a car. Jamal tonight was like in Kentucky to see my nephew is a Renaissance. He does jousting.
Hi, David.
So he's going to be jousting.
Oh, wait a minute, aprons, huh?
Yeah, back in the day when
Oh,
they wore them.
those are aprons too? Oh, let me see that. That looks so cute. What is that, little hearts in it?
No, it's strawberries.
Oh, that's so cute.
Now, how old do you think these are?
Now, why do you have them put away? Why don't you give one to Becky and why don't you give one to Dora?
I should.
You should. Why
And
you have them put away?
here's another one. You could take one with you.
These are homemade, I guess.
Yes.
And it's not your phone number, huh?
No, it's one circle
Okay.
at 154.
The aprons?
Let's see. My mother died in
50.
50,
Yeah.
so they would have gone back to the late 40s.
Birthday mother.
Yeah. Now this one was for our grandmother.
And this is from Virginia, so this is from Aunt Jenny.
Yeah. Aren't they fancy?
And then this one, happiness to mother.
Oh, the dad one I didn't see.
And this is also from Grace and Walter.
This would have been my grandmother and grandfather, the mom and
Now,
dad.
these made cards or bought cards? These are,
They're bought.
oh,
They
wow,
were- they're
these
just
are,
more
those are
elaborate
pretty old cards.
Yes,
Should
they-
have the date on the back of them
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, they just.
She was 49. Wow.
She had
Died young.
MS.
So how old were you when she passed?
I think I was 12,
Born in 39, so you was only 10.
10. Right.
So you were very young.
Yeah,
Do you remember your mom well?
I didn't know. She was ill a lot of my life. This is Al.
I was 3.
Oh, do you remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You remember her?
Vaguely, when
Yeah,
I took my bike and would run around, and at 8 o'clock at night, nobody knew where I was. Or it was probably more like 6 o'clock, but and I remember showing up
I
at.
don't think you were out at 8 o'clock, maybe in the summertime.
Well, when you're 3 years old, I guess, you know, I had that bike with the training wheels on the back.
Yeah. A puzzle.
Aunt Angie, she was in the service.
Yep. That's too bad. That's a shame.
Oh, it's Amazon. Kindle.
Oh,
Is your-
Kindle.
is your-
Okay,
Oh, you
she,
just did it online.
she took care
So
of
it
my
works as a mini computer.
grandmother
Oh,
that
okay.
my
Kindle, yeah.
grandfather was
Wait a
married
minute,
to
wait a minute.
first.
Wait a minute a second.
Okay.
Millie,
my-
Millie.
That's a Kindle.
I only paid like
Others.
49.
Second family.
Your what? Your grandfather's second family.
Yeah, he was married, and his wife became ill, and this lady took care of her. And then after she passed, they got married. So this is Uncle Ed, as you can see. That's Virginia. Looks like me, doesn't it? My baby pictures. And it might be my father. This is the thing. I'm not sure who this lady is. And these younger ones.
Yeah, the 2 boys down at the bottom.
Yeah, it could be Dad and Uncle Ralph. But Uncle Ed was the oldest.
Uncle Ed was the oldest.
Yeah.
Shire.
Ora was a cousin. When his mother died, he spent some time with their family.
Now wait a minute. Ora is the who? Wait a minute. Who is who? The man is who?
Ora
He's a
Shire
cousin.
Ora Shire, and the woman.
is my mother, Uvenia Shire. They were cousins.
They were cousins, not brother and sister.
No.
No, they were cousins.
And then he took a train out and stayed in Iowa with a relative for a while. So he hopped on a train and went to Iowa.
Never heard anything more, huh?
Well, yeah, he came back.
Iowa. What part of Iowa?
We have relatives in
It's between Des Moines and what's the 3 cities?
and then
Davenport, between Davenport and Des Moines, somewhere along in there. But that's a long way.
yeah, it's a long way. It's,
Davenport is one of the Tri-Cities.
I don't know where we're going in Iowa. Carolyn Vorwerk. How probably she 6 months?
yeah, probably. I was
And when were you born? What?
October 25th, 1939.
39. And Angie's graduation.
On Euclid Avenue.
And Angie
Oh, wait a
had
minute, right now, time is.
Grandmother died.
I've got it here.
Here.
I've got it
Yeah,
here.
okay.
I'm looking at the menu.
Okay, I'm gonna say something in a minute. When my grandmother died,
I went
Uncle
back to
Ed,
history.
wait,
This
Hold on a second, she's talking.
when my grandmother died, my grandfather's second wife, it was right before
It's
Christmas.
just it's not a fancy place, but it's just a good place to eat.
But
No, when my grandmother died, that was my grandfather's second wife. He, had Uncle Ed was the oldest, and then Aunt Angie, or my Uncle Ralph, and then Aunt Angie, and then
Uncle Lou.
Uncle Ed,
Yeah.
and then Uncle Ralph, and then Aunt Angie. They had 4 children, and she died before Christmas, and that's when she had those rings that you're talking about already wrapped. A ring for each of the boys. But Uncle Ed took over the watching, and he was enough old that he could watch them. But Aunt Angie did all the ironing and cooking, and she from the time she was 15, I understand. So she had a lot of responsibility. She raised them.
That sounds like me.
Yep,
I raised 2 youngins when I was younger than that.
that's right.
What are you talking about?
How's that?
That's Aunt Jenny, and who's the
Yeah,
other
that's
person?
Aunt Jenny, and I don't know who that would be. I'll check the back to make sure.
And this is
Aunt Jenny is a
oh,
young lady.
Well, we have no idea who these folks are, other than this postcard, a photo postcard.
From Birmingham, Alabama.
And it seemed like the date is somewhere like 19, what'd you say, 19?
13. Looks like a 3.
13. Now, one of the relatives did the lions, or was involved in doing the lions, in front of Birmingham Legion Field. Might be one of these
Somebody
folks.
has to know.
Baby Aunt Carol.
I'll try to see what it says. I don't.
And
Alma.
no, this is
You might want to hold up.
Uncle Ed and Alma.
Alma.
They would always give me the lemon cookies when I went to visit her.
703 Southeast 3rd Street, Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh. Well. I think that's Aunt Angie.
What was the other
Young
one?
Aunt Angie during graduation. Where's the Cincinnati?
And his mother, grandmother, and his dad is the one
Oh,
standing
his
up.
dad's there?
Yeah, his dad's here,
Oh.
his mother's there,
Oh.
and the grandparents are there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my mom and dad.
Okay.
That's your mom
And
and
where's this
dad?
taken at?
They got married in 19.
Okay, it's Aunt Jenny, Carolyn, Ruthie, and Marty.
I really miss. Whoops.
This is a photo of John Vorwerck. No idea what year, but looking at the garb, it's the early 20s or 20s, I believe. Okay, there's Aunt Angie.
The other one's Aunt Angie and someone else.
Me and my sister are home.
Well, if
shopping.
somebody else could be
Yeah.
Ralph. Couldn't that be Ralph?
Yeah, probably is. Aunt Angie and
Uncle Ralph. Yeah.
the others.
Okay, this is Jenny, Bob,
Uncle Ed,
my mom.
your dad, Tom, and me.
Who is behind you? Aunt Angie? Or?
Aunt Angie came
Yeah.
home from a first.
Oh, okay.
Picture.
Oh, no.
April
Grandfather,
28th, 42.
grandmother,
42.
Tom,
Isn't that nice that they used to date them
Carol,
for you?
and I guess Aunt Jenny was taking the photo. Okay, here we have Paul, Tom, my grandfather Al, Ralph, Carolyn, Bob, Aunt Angie,
I used to keep
Glenda,
interrupting you. Can you see
No, no,
which
no,
one's
this is
me?
fine.
Aunt Grace,
Which one?
and the little girl would be who?
I'm not sure.
Then here she is here in the second row.
Right, that's what she just.
Belmont.
And those she
And
knew.
then
Elementary,
And for whatever reason, I was thinking her hair would be lighter.
across from
That's why I was
grandfather's house.
going by that kid.
Dayton, Ohio.
She had dark hair, yeah. I was looking at the kids with the
Okay,
light.
we have unknown people. Some very old photos.
The year I quit smoking.
What?
1988, the year I quit smoking.
Oh, okay, so that's very
It's
similar
pretty,
to this
pretty
one,
close
yeah.
to that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And we have no idea
you.
who
You quit
these
smoking and then end
people are.
drinking. He's-
This is my mom and dad's wedding picture.
Wait, he's. Wow, that's nice. Okay, I'm gonna.
His name was Joseph George.
Does your mother exercise?
He came from Persia, now Iran, and he married mother's sister. And
Stay active.
And he was a piano maker?
he worked at Baldwin Pianos and helped make her baby grand.
Wow, good.
And he also worked on a cedar chest I have.
And he was from this area,
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I mean. Finish this.
Okay, this is my Aunt Lou, my mother's sister, and she married Charles Coleman, and they had a son, Stanley,
And they were from?
Cincinnati.
And what did he do?
I don't know.
And this is your this is
My mother's mother,
your mother's mother and your dad.
when he was alive.
He was looking for work to do, and
What kind of work?
well, you know, your dad would pick up anything.
Oh yeah, I know. I used to
Long
cut
hair.
grass.
Cut
Yeah,
trees and
that's-
stuff down.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was talking to this, he was a rabbi. And evidently, the rabbi thought your dad was Jewish. And your dad was talking, and then I was standing by him, and all at once the rabbi says, "Oh, you're not Jewish?" And your dad said, "No, I'm not." But I don't remember what your dad said, but evidently the rabbi picked up right away that he wasn't.
Well, you know, Pressler apparently.
So Dad did get the job cutting grass.
Yes, he did. He got the job.
Pressler is a Jew.